Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to be taking a look at building our material. So before we begin actually plugging in some values and building up a basic material, I want to go through some of the basic nodes here. Okay, so if we look along this list, as I said before, some of these have shortcuts next to these, and these are the most common nodes you're going to be using. So let's go through some of these, some of the most very basic, most common nodes you're going to be using before we go ahead and build our material. So if we scroll down here, okay, we see we have a constant, constant 2, constant 3, and a constant 4. Okay, so let's look at these. If we press and hold the 1 key and left click, we'll create a constant 1. If we press the 2 key and click, we'll get a constant 2. If we do the same with 3, click, we'll get a constant 3 vector. And we can also do a constant 4 if we'd like. So we can click and drag in a constant 4. Okay, so the difference is that a constant 1 is just a value. If we click on this, you can see here we have a value. And this value can be anything we want. Generally you most likely keep this between 0 and 1. However, it can also go outside that range if you need that to go outside those ranges in the cases of certain types of materials. Okay. The next one is a constant 2. So let me just delete this constant 1. We have a constant 2. Now this one is represented in the different colors. You can see we have this yellowy goldish type color. And we have two values. We have an R and a G, or a red and a green. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be used in terms of colors. However, this is most likely what it's going to be used for taking out or stripping colors and values. So we have a constant 3, and this has the full spectrum of R, G, and B, and this has a color picker, so we can just simply pick a color. So if we click these little arrows, then we can actually see the preview. And finally, the last one has a R, G, B, and A for alpha. So we have a red, blue, green, and then we also have a value to input the alpha channel. So let's delete this, and let's also delete the constant 3, and we're going to be using the constant 2 here for the rest of the demonstration. So another common node we have is an add node. So we press and hold the A and click. Okay, you can see we can add two values, an A and a B. So say we add two of these constant 2 vectors, and we put 1 in R and 1 in G. If we add these together, we'll actually get yellow. So if we add red and the red and the green, and we click this little arrow down, you can see we have a yellow. Okay, so that's just the way we can add values together. Well, essentially we can add what we want. We can add values, we can add textures. We also have a multiply, so we press and hold the M key. This will bring up a multiply. Okay, and this will multiply values. So say for instance we had two constant 1 vectors, and we add 0 to, let's see, 1. So if you add 0 in A and 1 in B, oops, and we click the little drop down, you see we get black because we have multiplied nothing. If we change this value to say 1 here, and let's say 0 here, then you can see we get white because we're adding 1 to 0, which again equals 1. Okay, so that's just a simple way we can multiply values here. So those are the very basic nodes I want to talk about for now. Okay, so as we move forward, we'll be introducing a bunch of other nodes. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll actually start to construct the material itself. So please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.